Down goes Edwards. Socket off the ground by Mercury. Up towards the 50. Robrin does well to gather. Hurried left footer. Back towards centre wing. Blumfield along. Michael Long centres the ball towards Hurd at centre half forward. He's bumped out. Well, it was dropped. It comes to the back and now eventually to Hurd off Barnes. Kicked by Hurd. Swings back. Goal. Bigly a slick hand pass. Rashuto. Now this is a contest, so good Mark Heffernan.
Well, you just can't underestimate the skills of this kid. Chris Heffernan is an up-and-coming superstar of the midfield, Doug. He's a real beauty. Has been attempted to be poached already as a youngster. Hadn't even played many games by a number of clubs. He is a great talent.
48 metres out. The kick is all the way. Oh, Lloyd on the line.
Well, this is interesting because did he double handle this one across the line? And the conditions here are just absolutely glorious. The ground is in great condition.
So Matthew Lloyd, the league's leading goal kicker, point blank range, gets a goal. And I do find it interesting, and the Crows have got out of it. Edwards round the boundary line, and the mark taken by Goodwin.
Oh, that's a great kick. Opens up the goal face now. He's brought the ball back into the centre corridor. And with somebody with as strong a leg as Rashuto, they should go into attack. Oh. That is an incredible mistake.
Blumfield. And Lucas has found himself 25 metres in the clear. Who's his man? Scotty Lucas. Bang! What a goal!
Well, there's a lot of people happy with that goal, except for Michael Long, the vice-captain, who was...
And nobody really has got all that close to them yet. But the Crows really take it over. Oh, what a tackle! That is a sensation by Hardwick. And all you win is a baller.
Gee whiz, Tyson Edwards, I mean, there he is, Gerard. He was off and going here. It's an absolute great tackle. I mean, he was flying, Edwards, to stop a bloke in full flight. It's very strong work by Hardwick.
Down to Edwards, inside the 50.
And this is where they're just falling down a little bit. They are dropping a man back, the Bombers. Dean Wallace has picked up a number of easy possessions when his man Sean Wren goes pushing into the ruck, and Jarman is on the ground.
Vardy off.
Yep. And Jacobs finds Heffernan. He balks up to a man, draws him. Barnard 40 metres from goal. Paul Barnard 30 metres from goal. It didn't look great, but it's a goal. Masiti, Blumfield and Barnes goes up against Marsh. It comes to Rashuto. Not much distance on the kick. Hardwick was absolutely fantastic in the first quarter. Kick goes wide. Smart gets a bad bounce. Jacobs, great kick to Long. Well, Nigel Smart was stiff there. Long's kick to Mercury right in front. 30 metres out, easy goal.
Have a chance to get another one here, Doug.
Kick by Hart. Barnes in front. Oh, Long. How about the vision? Jacobs onto it, and Jacobs kicks the goal. Give 5 of those points to Michael Long.
Well, in basketball terms, he's had an assist in the last 2 goals, Michael Long. You might as well put the goals down to him because his hands have been...
Getting a heap of it. In front of goal. Wren with the height. Lucas back in defence. Joe Masiti. And up to the 50. Jacobs, who kicked the last goal. Back to Lucas. Look how they're covering the ground, the Bombers. And now they all dash from defence. And it makes it pretty easy for Johnson. Johnson going for a Sunday afternoon stroll. Hurd.
Well, if you had to be critical of one aspect of the Crows' plays, we wrap them up, Doug, for running from defence into attack. But if there is a turnover, you've got to get back quicker than what they're doing at the moment.
James Hurd just for his second kick, looking for his second goal. 100%.
He can just play the game, Darren Jarman. He's a class act.
So
one of the greats.
Ben Marsh doing a good job for the Crows in this turn.
Jarman's been playing about 14 minutes for 2 goals. Spent 25 minutes on the bench. They could be a mile in front if he'd been there since the start. Masiti, centre half forward unmarked. Oh, great kick to Hurd. And James Hurd seems to get through a game without raising a sweat, keeps getting the footy, and he's going for his third goal.
I'll tell you what, Drew, not many players can change in flight. We see Joe Masiti look like, well, I thought he was going to have a shot for goal, but in mid-flight he's changed the action to find Hurd.
That's 3 for the captain.
Well, just a very good reply, quick reply from the Bombers.
It gets through Hardwick. Fletcher at the back. Crowell's got it. Burton to the goal square. Oh, magnificent defence by Hurd. Well played, James Hurd.
How'd he get that?
That was going to be a Crows goal for sure and certain. And look at James Hurd.
Oh, gee whiz. Just brilliant football by James Hurd.
Goes as is. If the status quo continues, they're going to get pumped, the Bombers.
Lloyd now playing centre half back on Sean Wren.
Well, that'd mean, Dougie, that'd mean, Dipper, that perhaps a move has already been made with Fletcher.
Thought he might just go back there when the game was already won, which he did earlier this season. Lucas, it spins back for a goal.
Lucas back on two at this stage, and Alessio having a bit of a spell.
Well, looks better that way because Lucas has got the greater pace to get back into the forward line and supply that target.
Joe Masiti stole the ball. It was daylight robbery. Mark not quite completed. Fletcher the hand pass out. Mercury and Lucas onto it for a goal.
Well, he needed the pace in, and what an important goal it was.
And the Crows are going to get out of it. Smart spirals one to half forward, and Lloyd back in his, where he's playing at centre half back, takes the mark. I nearly said rightful place. I don't think it's his rightful place by any means. Ramanauskas.
Fletcher at the back.
And he climbs and marks!
Jared called it.
Jared, take over the call. Great call.
Oh, that was a good move from Fletcher. He was just lurking from about 40 metres from the goal, and he was just heading, and you could see Ramanauskas look up. He was the obvious target. Beautiful kick from him, but it would not have been a shot at goal unless Fletcher had the athleticism and raw talent to do what we just seen now.
You called it beautifully, Jared. Well spotted.
Well, it's easy to call him, Dougie.
Yeah.
It's tough to make it happen like Fletcher.
And Fletcher gets the goal.
And they've responded, the Bombers. They've dropped Solomon back, and Lloyd has come now out onto or out to centre half back.
Johnson, clever. Ramanauskas. Why hasn't he played more game time? Adam Ramanauskas killed him since he's been there. Well, that's a high tackle surely on Edwards. No whistle. Comes to Byrne. Ramanauskas again. Brilliant to Mercury. Out in front of Long. Michael Long for goal. Bombers are back in town.
And you reckon the Colonial Stadium isn't rocking? But the Bombers have no doubt, Doug, added some desperation to their game, which was absolutely missing in the first half. They were relying on skill and dexterity only. Now they've got a bit of mongrel back in their game.
Simon Goodman's spoil on Hurd then was absolutely fantastic. But the Bombers are back into attack.
Great
kick
kick
by Carousella out wide, and Michael Long has a chance to put the Bombers in front.
He loves giving it off, Michael Long, but in this position...
Have a shot.
Roof is closed, no breeze, but plenty of pressure. Michael Long, home you go! And the Bombers retake the lead.
Playing on Brett Burton here. I'm not quite sure that with the right match up this stage of the game.
No, I think it was just a zone defence.
Okay.
That was his position in the zone setup.
Fletcher, what a stretch.
Have a look at Michael Long.
And it's in that direction, Dipper. Beautiful call. Jared and Dipper take over.
Dipper's got the crystal ball. Once again, though, Michael Long converted from there.
Hasn't actually been a great goal kicker over the years, but he's kicked
home.
3 today. The Bombers back to an 11-point lead. Michael Long, 2 goals in this last quarter.
I know Mercury is such a great player, but perhaps McLeod has got to come onto the ball if they're to win this match. Can't save it from here.
Joey Masidi got a very tough ball out of the middle. Blumfield follows up. The ball's knocked away by Mercury from McLeod. Scooped off the deck by Hart.
Free kick
Whistle.
back to the Bombers.
It's going to be a free kick to Mark Mercury.
This guy's got as much magic as anybody in the competition, Andrew McLeod.
It's a weak free kick.
It's a weak free kick.
It's a goal. Very expensive free kick. Now, unless I'm mistaken, didn't Mercury have as much of McLeod as Vicky Verka? Back into the centre corridor. Wellman got there. No mark. Lloyd in the last line of defence. The league's leading goal kicker. Can you believe it? Ball gets to the back of the pack. Ramanastis, hasn't he got the ball since he came on? He had one kick.
Well, it's an important
right
ball for
after.
Wren. Sorry, Drew.
That's right. And Wren was taken
hurt
high.
himself.
And that's nearly a cheekbone job. And away go the Bombers. Michael Long for his fourth. Yes! A game breaker, Michael Long. To centre half forward, Smart. Oh, no. Heffernan takes it off him. Blumfield. Buick. And mistakes like that by the Crows could be very costly, and it's going to cost them right here. Michael Long, the hero of the last quarter.
Mercury on his own.
Longy, I don't think he would ever have kicked 5 goals in his life. Michael Long. Sensational. 4 goals in the last quarter.
In '93, when they came back from the big deficit of 3/4 at half-time, I think Michael Long was a superstar that day.
Blumfield forward. Fletcher. Very high ball, real hospital ball here. Mercury low down. Lucas goes back. Here's Longy again. And here is another one. And Lloyd has had a very quiet day after kicking the first goal of the game.
Well, the wheels have fallen off now, and you question the result, Drew. The result is now fairly obvious to all concerned, but the Crows will be just so disappointed. They haven't given themselves even a glimmer of a chance in this last term, Doug.
So Johnson. 50 out. Brilliant kick. Another one.
Just amazing the blowout here, isn't it? 7 goals now. This could be 8-goal defeat.
Fletcher. Distance not a problem. Goal, no problem. Edwards turns to the centre corridor, goes long, but he hasn't given it enough, and yet it's there for Welsh. Oh, Lloyd.
Look at the players back there.
4-on-2. They had him back in numbers. The Bombers have kept the Crows goalless in the last quarter and have romped away to a big win. They're still unbeaten after 10 games.
And Damien Hardwick, one of the stars all game. When they're under the pump, he was there delivering the goods for them.